Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning again. I hope you're all doing good. Confession to make, something I absolutely suck at the moment. Doing really long rides. It's not that I can't do them, it's just, I don't know, like part way through, like 3-4 hours in, I get really bored and I'm like, well, I'm not feeling this. And and honestly, like, we don't have to do this stuff. So quite often it ends with me being like, well, I've done 4 hours. That's good. I think basically, because I've raced crits a lot, I know that you can get a lot out of a really short training session, but there is no substitute for really long rides, and I just need to start doing really long rides. I know when I start riding, I'm going to really enjoy it, and I know when I've finished it, I'm going to feel really good having done it. So they're the things that I need to look forward to. I mean, when I say long, I mean, I'm talking like 8 hours, not 4 hours. So there's kind of the mark where I start getting bored is about 4 hours. So I'm going to start the ride off on a pretty chilled route. I'm going to head up the moors. Today it's not about distance, it's about the time on the bike and whether I get bored or not. Let's see how long it takes me to get bored of riding my bike. So if you want to do a long ride, one of the most important things you need to do in order to succeed and finish it is fuel. You need to be eating loads, you need to be drinking loads. So let me show you what I brought with me today. Just having a chat about fueling and all that stuff. Look what happens. I'll get a puncture. Meh. Let's see if it's sealed. This is why you run tubeless, guys. That's a good start, right? Get a puncture. Probably lost about 15 PSI there. Not that bad at all, right? Fingers crossed it holds up for the ride, because I've got a bit of an epic one planned. What was I saying? Fueling. Do you want to see how prepared I am for today's ride? Look. I've got a bottle of water. I've got nothing else. This is literally what I brought with me. I can go to the shop and buy some food. Honestly, if you're planning on tackling an 8-hour ride, definitely going to need more than one bottle of water. But ideally, like gels, cubes, all that sort of stuff, like energy bars, they're the best thing you can have. I'm hungry already. I've only been riding for like 40 minutes. Why is it whenever I want to do a long ride, it decides to rain? Typical, eh? At least it's not cold. Last time I did a really long ride, I was also here and it was also really wet. So hopefully it gets all nice later. So the hardest thing about riding really far for me is pacing. Like the fueling bit, I can eat. I don't mind eating. Eating's good. Oh, another tip to do with eating, you should never finish a ride hungry. You should always be eating continuously along the ride. But pacing, I'm bad at pacing, I'll admit it. I'm very much like the tortoise and the hare, you know, like what I should be doing is being like the tortoise and chilling. But what I do is I get a bit like the hare and I pin it everywhere and then get really tired, and I mean that pace just isn't sustainable for so long. I mean the thing is, I know what pace I can hold for like an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, but when you've got to hold that for much longer, everything changes, you know, and you end up blowing up, and it just actually really hinders you later on. I have to just be super chilled, super relaxed, not put too much effort in, which is hard when it's hilly. So my tip is, think how fast you normally ride, then ride slower. Also, you guys let me know your tips, because I'm not an expert on like long distance cycling, so I'd appreciate all your tips. Gotta love a rad sign. That is a rad sign. First bit is relatively flat. Now I've hit the hills. I mean, I'd like some sun, but you know, at least it stopped raining. Lots of these long, slow climbs though. Doo. Woo! Genuinely no idea how long I'm riding for, how far I'm going to go. I'm just going to keep going until I've had enough. Well, actually, I'm going to keep going until I've had enough, and then I'm going to push myself a tiny bit more, just to do a little bit extra. I seem to have picked a route that's got the craziest, steepest hills in it. Oh my God. How do you ride up this hill and not put out 300 watts? Impossible. This is when I find it hard to stick to a certain power. Like 16%, you just got to get up it. I was trying to think of some more tips for long rides, but honestly, I don't really do these sort of rides. So go and follow Francis Cade, Katie Kookaburra, or Chris Hall, and they'll tell you about long rides. Oh my God, I've just seen this like brutal hill that's coming. And straight up. Brutal! So nice here. Right, so I'm about 50k in, done 800 meters of climbing and 2 hours. So, you know, about a quarter of the way through. Even if I were to bail from this ride, it's still like 50k home. So I'd at least do 100k. I'd really like to do 150. That'd be good, right? I'm gonna crack on for a bit and I'll check in with you in a little bit and I'll let you enjoy some of these lovely scenic views. Check it out. I'm on 3 hours and 5 minutes, 70k and 850 meters of climbing. You need to give these sea rescue guys a thumbs up because they are awesome. I'm like 4 hours in, 95k, and like, I don't ride distance, so I'm proud of myself. And yes, I am thinking about giving up already. Well, I'm not, I'm thinking about a beer, you know? I'll be honest, I could go home and have a nice lunch. Oh look, can you see them ones? Yo guys. You probably can't. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm so far from home, I'm just gonna have to grind home anyway. So the route I'm planning to go home, I mean, I've got a good 2 hours worth of riding left. So I'll end up with 6 hours. That's a decent amount. If I can squeeze 8, I'd be really happy. Definitely gonna be the longest ride I've done this year. And look, the sun's coming out. Well, sun, disputable sun, but it's warming up a bit. And it makes me smile. Yeah. I'm 110k in, 5 hours, nearly 1300 meters of climbing, so it's certainly not been flat. And I've opted for the mega hilly way back because I'm super tough, or just stupid, or both. I like to think both. Honestly, I'm pretty tired, you know. Cool, I'm flagging. 6.5 hours in and I'm struggling. I don't even want to talk to you guys anymore. I don't want to talk to you. Give me a minute. Done like 1500 meters of climbing and 140k. I'm going to take a slow potter towards the house and I'm going to see what we end up on. It's not about distance today, it's more about just getting used to riding for a really long time, and I think I've done that. Right, here I am, dead to the world. I'm dying, guys. Oh my God. So I banged on about fueling right at the start of that ride, and then obviously showed you that I only had 1 bottle of water and I didn't get proper food. I didn't eat properly, and don't do what I did. It's really hard to ride really far when you're not actually eating enough food or drinking enough liquid. Idiot. So 144.6k, 1,596 metres of climbing, let's say 1,700, round it up a bit. 6 hours 41 moving time, calories 2,700. I'm actually happy because I managed to stick to quite a steady, slow pace, and this is not what I'm good at. Definitely not good at going really slow. I hope you guys enjoyed this ride. I nearly made 7 hours, and I did a long ride, and it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. Take care. Thanks again for watching. I'm gonna probably eat some more food and have a beer. Right. Oh, I've got to clean the bike too. Damn it. I'll see you all soon. Bye.